The name of this next horse is Hoof-Hearted, but listen to the call.
Hoof-Hearted on the extreme outside. Colorado Co-Ed, Toast a Dozen on the inside. Questers Jet, Hoof-Hearted on the outside, it's close. Hoof-Hearted in the winner's circle.
¡Claro que sí! ¡Ay, ja, ja! ¡Sí, señor!
What is up, pod people? This is another episode of Hoof-Hearted. I am Doc, and with me is Mex, the Mexalorian. Hey, what's going on, dude?
What's cracking?
What is cracking?
Besides Crack and Jack and Jimmy.
What, Snap, crackle, pop.
Jimmy cracked corn. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But-
I don't care.
He didn't either.
Yep, apparently. Because his master's gone away. You know what? That might be a slave song. I don't know. You think so? I don't know. I haven't looked into the history of it, but probably
I need
is.
to look it up.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, dude. We're back for another episode of Hoof-Hearted, and you guys can contact us at 661-379-0020. You can text us. You can leave a message. That'd be fantastic. We'll play the message on the podcast. You could also contact us on Hoof-Hearted Podcast on Instagram. Also, I am Doc Farted on Instagram. Mex is _Mexalorian on Instagram. And he's on Twitch at _Mexalorian.
Hey, yo, maybe we should restart.
What?
I'm looking up that song right now. It became popular during the rise of blackface minstrelsy.
Okay. Why, dude? We don't know.
It's up to
you know what? Hey, you know what? We're leaving it. We're learning. And that's so hey, we're sorry if we offended anybody, but ignorance often does that, right? See, it's a growing it's a growing time, right? Like it's a time of growth. So no, let's leaving it. We're leaving it. There you go. We're teaching people. We're teaching people. So
Yeah.
Jimmy Crack Corn is a racist song. So just
You know,
everybody
What's
knows that now.
crack-a-lackin' is... Yeah.
What's crack-a-lackin'? I don't know. I don't know what that means either. That's probably offensive as well. I mean, everything is offensive at some point in time, right?
Yeah, at some point.
I mean, and then the other thing too is like there's a lot of shit, dude. Like, I mean, I was raised not to hate people for any reason, right? And so I've never been sexist or racist or anything like that, and that's just not who I am. But I used to love this show, these cartoons, Heckle and Jekyll. They were two magpies, and then growing up now, like you watch it and you're like, okay, that was questionable, man. That was probably
one of my
racist.
favorite shows on YouTube was the Amazing Racist. So
Ari, that's his name, right? Ari Shafir, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when he goes to the Home Depot and he picks up the guys and then he drops them off at immigration.
Dude, he doesn't even drop them off. He takes them through like the whole parking lot, hitting every speed bump on the way there.
Dude,
too.
That was
And
so fucking funny.
He's just talking so much shit to them that he gets them to the ice. Oh my god,
that was funny.
Classic.
That was funny.
Bring or what about the laundry?
I don't remember that one. I just remember him doing that. Yeah, I just remember that because I thought that was funny. But some of the other ones that I started to watch, I'm like, this is a little much.
It's a little bit. Yeah. Well, the laundry one was he took what is it? One of the like the KKK uniforms
to
a black-owned laundromat.
Yeah, the hoods and all that shit. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a bit much.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
Are there a lot of Jewish KKK members? I don't think there
I
is.
don't know. I was gonna say. I mean, he was a Jew doing that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
Does he
I should say.
have a hooded yarmulke?
Huh?
I don't know. Yeah. Anyways.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was funny. It was funny. That was a different time, though, man. Like you couldn't do that shit now. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah. But that's the thing, man. We're learning things here, right?
Yeah.
It's called growth. We're teaching,
Oh yeah.
and that's good. So, will we sing that song again? Probably not. Maybe we will.
Probably.
Just not the whole song. But I mean, you know, if it doesn't, I don't know. I feel like a
just
lot
that
of
part. That part is so much fun.
yeah. But the other thing too, though, is like if I don't know. I feel like when words have, um, you know, it's whatever's behind the word, right? The intention behind it. I feel like that's where the word has its power. You know what I mean? That's where, you know, that's where it can be kind of dicey. So,
But we still gotta separate the art from the art.
yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. But I mean, like, okay, so if I say, you know, if I say that's retarded, I don't mean like somebody with you know, a mental handicap or a physical handicap from you know, that's not what it is. I use the
Yeah.
word
Thank you.
like they did in the 90s and the 80s because that's when I grew up, but I
Yeah.
never, you know. But there are certain words though that really do bother me. Like if somebody ends up saying colored, like that's kind of I'm like, okay. All right. You
Well,
know?
that's because to me it's the same thing as saying because you're talking about colored people
Yeah.
type of thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So are they saying it about like the book? It's the colored book next to all the
Yeah,
pale ones, or you actually mean like
that's fine. I
towards
mean
a person?
when they're just trying to describe somebody
Mm.
based on the color of their skin, then it's
Yeah,
kind of cringy.
but
But they can
they've
use the
also
word they
switched it up now,
yeah.
and people are saying person of color and some shit. Honestly, that's just saying colored people with a of in the middle of it. You know,
Yeah.
like I feel like it's not doing different. You're
Yeah.
just changing the phrasing.
I'll tell
So
you what though.
so
I was seeing some videos
colored.
on YouTube
Oh,
and apparently apparently like people in Africa, not the white ones, they really
mm,
don't like they don't like it if you say that you know, African American people who were born in America and they don't like that. They don't like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen. I'm not gonna say the word obviously that they said,
Yeah.
but I've seen like interviews of people that are here, like from Africa,
Mhm.
and they're saying, "Yeah, when I came here, my friends told me to stay away from,
Yeah. We probably watched
you
the
know,
same video. Yeah.
yeah."
Yeah.
So it was yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like honestly, like we're a different type of people over here in America.
Yeah, we are. We're
So
raised differently,
and
think differently.
unfortunately, a lot of us have a certain mind space on it.
Mhm.
And I said it on fucking Threads. Find me on Threads, people. Fuck that stupid app.
Mhm. Yeah, but you love it.
I love to talk shit,
Yeah.
and that's it.
That's
Like, because to me, it's just talking shit. I'm not
mhm.
talking about anyone's like mom or anything. I'm just like they say something, and I'm like that doesn't fucking make sense though. Like you just said, I'll say the word retard. I'm not
Mhm.
talking about
Yeah.
anyone like that,
Yeah.
like you said, mentally or physically impaired
Yeah.
or anything. But if I say it, someone gets mad, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you're using that word to describe your friend right now, but I'm not. My friend's being a fucking idiot, so I called him
Yeah.
a retard. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I'm in no way like like you said though, it's 80s 90s thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, whereas now a lot of people are on this we're just racist here. So right off the bat, I could see why someone coming from a different country kind of saying like, "Hey, avoid the ones that like look like you that are from here
Yeah.
because they're not your same mindset."
Yeah.
Whereas, because like that guy that's coming from Africa or um Guatemala, Ecuador, some shit, I don't know, some different countries. Their idea of here is this is a great place, this is freedom. But then when you meet someone that lives here that maybe they look like you and they're like, no, this is oppressive. It's like you had it better over there, blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, like they know for a fact that they didn't, so why would you spit that in their face? It's just crazy.
Well, I think, yeah, I don't know. It, it, it is different here than it is in other countries. So,
Yeah.
whatever. We're raised different. But just keep in mind that me and Mex are not educated people. So,
Yeah.
whatever we say, I mean, we're kind of retarded.
I
So,
went to college.
okay, all right, cool. Did you get a degree?
No, but fuck degrees.
Exactly. Yeah,
College
it
is a
doesn't even
scam.
fucking matter. Yeah, college is a scam. I was talking to some people, and like, okay, so this weekend I went to my family reunion, and I was talking to my cousin. My cousin, he got he in he got a degree in like physics, and I had him on the podcast before, way back in the day, Sean, and he's a smart dude, and he's just driving bus now. He's not doing anything with the physics. Now I know he just did. He wanted to learn, but for me, like now he's got student debt,
Yeah.
and that's not something that I wanted to do, you know. And
Yeah, and see, I didn't even get like loans or anything from my school.
yeah,
When I went. That's when I was at Rusty's, just delivering pizza, paying for college that way.
yeah,
Um, but even because what do I want to do, dude? Own businesses, right?
hmm
Even the people that were my legitimate, like the business class, professor, teacher was like, oh yeah, you don't need a degree for what you want to do.
yeah.
You don't need to be here.
No,
Why? Like this is kind of just like math for business. It's
you
just
get a degree in business if you just are trying to get a degree. You're trying to get a
yeah.
degree so then that way you can get a job that's going to pay you more. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
even it doesn't
But
even matter, and that's
and then
really what
and
a
then still, dude, like I don't know. Like out of college, if that's the only thing you did, it's even business wise, if that's all you wanted to do, you still have to start at the fucking bottom.
yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah. In
not a lot of
business,
not a lot of places are gonna be like, yeah, you could be general manager right away. No,
no, no, yeah,
you still have to start somewhere.
yeah. But
It's
if you go, don't get me wrong, man. Like a degree is definitely gonna help you get into the doors of some
yeah,
companies,
yeah,
but not
some,
all of them.
yeah.
But you still are gonna you are
But
entering that
and that's
door
not
with
even like the scam part of what I meant. Like a lot of the things is more or less like your cousin, who yeah, he's a smart guy, but now he's just driving the bus, and that's fucking good. Don't get me wrong.
he loves it.
Was he for like a school bus driver or public?
City, yeah, city
City,
bus
see,
driver.
like still, regardless, we need him.
Yeah,
That's the type of thing we need. I'm not trying to put his job down at all.
no,
I'm just saying he doesn't use what he went to school for, and like you said, he's in debt now.
yeah, and that's the thing
That's the thing.
that
And a lot of
is
these
bothersome.
people that are in like big amounts of debt, or even debt at all for school, I would say go to school for like social type shit. You know, women history or native type shit too. Like, cause a lot of the videos that I see of like people when they graduate, and they're like, yeah, I did blah 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 blah. And I'm like, what the fuck is even that? Like, sociology, women's march movement degree. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
I think
Like, so you want to just go like do like a peace march and get paid for that? Like, or what do you want? Like the thing that your cousin went to school for, that's like way more than legit. Could probably do a lot more.
yeah, he could. Yeah.
But if he likes what he likes what he's doing. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome too. But a lot of these people are getting, uh, for most of it, like nonsense degrees.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That not you
Political
won't
science.
use.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Political science.
Business.
That's the one I was looking for. Fucking business, dude. That's why I got the fuck out.
Yeah.
What the like? Just in fucking be a manager somewhere.
Communications. Communication. The thing is like I said before, man, any degree is gonna help you get in the door in some companies. But you are getting in the door with tons of baggage, and that would be the student loans. Unless you get grants or you get, if you get grants or scholarships, hey, that's great. Fantastic. But
then
not everybody can do that.
That's regular people paying for you then.
What was that?
Isn't that regular people like taxpayers and shit paying for a lot of
grants? I don't know exactly. I don't know. I know scholarships are usually from like businesses and things like that. Like, it's
I think grants are from the government.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So
that would be taxpayers.
Yeah. But I mean,
but then again, like it only, like I'd prefer if a grant goes to anyone, it goes to like fucking doctor, astrophysicist, whatever the fuck.
So
if someone that's gonna help the fucking environment, but someone that wants to just be a political science major, you gotta either pay for that shit or pay back.
But the thing is maybe they major in political science, but maybe they end up like becoming an activist or something like that for, for people, for the homeless, whatever, right? So I mean, you never know what they're gonna do with their degree, because I mean, let's face it, you get a degree in something, that doesn't mean that you're going to be in that field. There's plenty of people. I mean, because nowadays a lot of companies are wanting a 4-year degree. Why? Because they want to show that you have follow through. Dude, I went to school for 12 fucking years, man. I already had follow through. Yes, I had a D average. Who gives a shit? D is passing. Also, if I didn't go to school, my parents would go to jail, which is really fucked up, right? If you think about it, like you can't.
You guys are military or
no, man? It's again, like, okay, if you don't go to school, they have truancy police. You know what that is, right?
for college?
No, I'm talking about like in like 12 years. You're
no. Here I was thinking you went to college for 12 years. I was like, damn, you were dedicated. What'd you go for?
No, I didn't go to college at all. I went to college I had 2 classes in college, and I ended up, I'm like, this is not worth it, because it just wasn't worth it. Like I wanted to do radiology is what I wanted to do, but it was a 4-year wait. A 4-year, like 4 years I'd be on the waiting list. That's just to start the class. And then I'd have to go through the class, like all of the courses, to do radiology. So it would have been another year or 2 years after that. I still had to do all of my prereqs as well. So I'm like, dude, I'm going to be 40 by the time I actually get out of radiology. And at that time I was married. I had 2 kids. One was a newborn. I'm like, I can't do this. It's going to take too long. So
we call today's episode is college a scam.
Yeah, college is a scam. No, but I mean, it's for some people. We actually, okay, so yeah, this weekend we had our family reunion, and so my mom was in town, and my mom told this story about how she got a phone call from my guidance counselor, and
Uh-oh.
this was in high school. Okay,
Oh.
my guidance counselor says to me, or calls my mom and says, "We need to talk about your son. He says that he wants to go to clown college." Now, I did not say I wanted to go to clown college. This bitch is a terrible guidance counselor. So here's my here's the thing. I'm sitting there and like this was junior year. Junior year, I'm sitting in there, and she's like well, where do you trying to get you ready for college and shit. She's like, you don't have any college prep classes? I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna go to college. Well, isn't what? She couldn't believe that somebody didn't want to go to college. Like every fucking kid in there in school is saying, I want to go to this college. I want to go to that college. Like, no, you're going to BC if you're lucky, and you're gonna drop out. Like most of the people in my school dropped out anyways. But she couldn't believe that somebody didn't want to go to college. And I told her flat out, I didn't have any like college prep courses at all. And I guess they've kind of gotten away from that. Like my kids are like, what's college prep? For anybody who doesn't know what college prep is, basically it was supposed to be classes for some of the smarter kids that were, they basically had to do more writing, more work. And this guidance counselor was like, well, what did you want to like? Isn't there anything you want to do? I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm like 16, 17 years old. I just want to play video games. Leave me the fuck alone. And then um she's like, well, what did you want to be when you were a kid? I'm like, I don't know. I wanted to be a circus clown. Like, I was like, I don't know. I was like 3 years old. I went to a circus. I liked it. I was like 3 or 4, and I wanted to be a circus clown after that. It's not something that I want. She's like, oh, well, they have a Barnum and Bailey's clown college. I'm like, yeah, I know they do. And she's like, you looked into it? No, I didn't, because I'm not going to go to clown college. Fucking idiot. So, so then she calls my mom saying, I think we need to talk about him being. No, you don't. You don't need to talk about me. You don't need, And then what does this bitch do? The next year, I haven't taken a single college prep class. So the 3 years of high school, I haven't taken a single college prep class. I haven't done any of the things that would help you get into a college. I haven't done any extracurricular activities. I haven't joined any clubs. I didn't try to be part of any kind of, student body, whatever, right? She decides that my senior year is when I should start taking college serious. And she throws me in a college prep government class. I'm like, you're dumb, lady. I'm taking two periods of lunch, and I'm taking a study hall, which is like not a class. And then my last period is like video productions. I'm not
How'd
taking.
you swing 2 periods of lead?
That's the way we had it that year. That when I was in high school, I had fourth and fifth period lunch. It was fucking fantastic, dude.
That sounds cool.
And on top of that,
Just chilling for like 2 hours.
dude, yeah, that my senior year was fantastic. Can't even remember what I had first period, but was it second period? I had study hall, and then so I just did nothing. Third period. Oh wait, no. First period I had history, or not history, but government, and that was like that was my college prep course, my college prep class. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid. And then after that, I had like a study hall, and then third period I had TA for PE. So all I did was just basically like I just sat there and talked to the PE coach, and then I grabbed like I would grab like the frisbees or whatever the fuck they were playing with that day. And then after that, I had fourth period lunch, fifth period lunch. I came back for something for sixth. I don't remember what it was. And then seventh period, I had video productions. So like I had the most cakewalk schedule. Video productions was basically where we got to we got to like make commercials, and we fucked around with like green screens and editing editing stuff. Like we used VHS recorders, and we'd splice shit, and then we went for one of the projects. We convinced the teacher that we were going to do video game reviews. So this is back in 96, 97. So what we were doing was we hooked up a microphone to us playing like Killer Instinct and shit. Like we had our Nintendo 64 like hooked up to the tape deck, and we were like, taping us doing like commentary over. Basically we were doing YouTube reviews and shit, like back in 96, 97. And it was just an excuse for us to play video games in class. So we were doing that. And then our project for the green screen was we were doing Mystery Science Theater 3000. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. You watch a bad
the one.
movie.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say where they were watching a movie and then they were commenting.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
We did
also
we
one
did
day
Killer
Who Farted
Clowns.
should do that one day.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, it'd be fun. But we were
Let
doing
us know what movie at whatever
well
you
we were
guys want,
we
whatever
were
the phone number is.
we did Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So it was just an excuse for us to watch a movie. Like, dude, we were coming up with all sorts of excuses to do stuff. One time we somebody was trying to talk about 3 Men and a Baby. Like there's a ghost in the window, right? And so we were talking about the ghost in the window and 3 Men and a Baby, and then we were talking about the person who hung themselves in the background of Wizard of Oz. And I kept telling everybody that they're full of shit. So I brought in a copy of 3 Men and a Baby, and I brought in a copy of Wizard of Oz, and we went ahead and we went frame by frame, because you could do that. So we went frame by frame, and I showed them exactly what everything was, and I debunked the whole fucking thing. We spent the whole class doing that. Like just everybody hovered around. I'm like and then everybody in there's like, nah, man, nah. I was like, that dude, it's not true. So we just, yeah, man, my senior year, dude, I fucked around the whole time.
Wait, so what was
nothing.
it? Because I see a video right now with this thing in the background like hanging there.
Okay, for Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Okay. So in order for you to really fully understand what it was, you have to be paying attention to what was happening before. So during that whole stretch, so the story is that one of the munchkins was had hung himself, and then in one of the scenes when they're going down the yellow brick road, after a while into the movie, they're going down the yellow brick road, and it's like around all of these trees, and you can see way off in the distance in the background what looks like something swinging out and back. All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you go a little bit further back, like, a minute back, you'll see that there's these like cranes, these birds that are walking around the set. It was part of whatever you want to call the set props, right? And it's these real birds, these cranes, and they're just walking around. Well, one of them was towards the back of the trees in the background, and then it extends its wings out and then puts its wings back. Now, the way the angle of the bird was, you could only see one wing coming out. But if you're watching it, you'll see that the wing comes out and stays for like a second and then comes back. If somebody had really hung themselves and was swinging, it wouldn't have stayed up there that long. It would, if they would just swing out and then swing back and it would have kept going. It didn't keep going in the video. So I'm like, okay, this can't be somebody hanging themselves. And then I went back and I saw, okay, it's these birds. It's just a bird like opening its wings out and then coming back. So that was that. And then the 3 Men and a Baby, there's a part, the story goes that in the building that they were shooting in, some kid had fallen out of the window by accident and died. And so so they say that like they caught like the kid was behind the curtain. You could see like an outline of what looked like the kid, or what they were claiming was the kid. And he's like at that window and he's like behind the curtain. The curtain is kind of see-through. It's like sheer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you slow it down enough, you'll see that if this was a real kid or a ghost of a kid, he has the biggest fucking head you've ever seen, because it's not right. What it really is, and two, with this movie, if you went back far enough and you watched the whole movie through, you would see that earlier in the film there was a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson with a top hat on and wearing like a tuxedo or a suit or whatever. And basically what it is because the sheer curtain is over it, it distorts what it looks like, but it is that. It's that cardboard cutout, but it's down lower because it's been folded up and put away, but it's put away behind the curtain. So that's what it is. You know, that's what it is. I don't need, that's just so funny that we're getting on this shit. We're talking about
Way
college.
off from what we were gonna talk about. But
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Because I
Mm-hmm.
keep seeing videos, and then because the crane that you respond or that you were saying was the thing that was hanging there. People are posting another video of something like actually hanging there. Because what you described was one video that I saw,
Yeah.
and then after you described it, I was watching another video where it was just like it was just something hanging there, and I was like, but that's not what you're describing anymore. Like, what the fuck, dog? And the first one that you described, it looked newer, but it looked like way newer, like newer than what I think you would have seen. So I was just like, nah. And then I looked at some of the comments, and they even said that that video was edited to have the actual like munchkin hanging there. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
But
telling.
if it's still going on in a few years, maybe you should do an actual video on it and tell people.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure there's a few, but
I had the I
just
had the VHS, so I also had the Blu-ray DVD of Wizard of Oz, and it's the same. It's the same thing. If you
oh
were see,
well.
if you were
I
seeing, if you were
saw a
seeing,
play.
huh?
Oh, I saw a play. What?
If
There
you were,
was a egg and munchkin.
yeah. Yeah.
That'd be
What kind
fun.
of play? What kind of? How was he hanging? And what kind of play was it? Was it an adult play? And the Munchkin was like hanging his little tripod around, or what?
Yeah, it was
The Wizard of Dong.
a Wizard of Dong. Um, at the Fox Theater the other night,
Yeah. All right.
and he was the tripod.
He was. Yeah.
That's yeah.
He was hanging.
That literally a third leg just hit the floor
Mhm.
once he got out to the stage. It just right there, and
Yep.
gasps is all
Yeah.
you heard.
Gasps. Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Just,
Yeah.
all the
If
munchkins hurtled in.
yeah. If yeah, and we don't even know if you can say that anymore, right?
Yeah, this episode got nice too right
Yeah.
off the bat. So
Yeah, so who
whatever.
cares? Yeah. But if somebody is watching Wizard of Oz a video clip on YouTube and it's showing somebody that had hung
Yeah.
themselves or hanged themselves, uh that's not it, man. It's edited. It's not right. I'm telling you. Yeah, cuz it's not that's not it. I watched that movie. I watched that movie pretty much in slow motion. Like when I had gotten home, like I had a VHS player and I was able to go in slow motion with this VHS player. And I swear to you, dude, like from the time that she got into Oz, I watched it in slow motion, always trying to find the spot, because this is before like, well, I mean, there was the internet, but nobody was using the internet to like figure shit out. So, I mean, I guess people were, but I'm just saying, it's definitely not it. So, what is what is this picture you sent me, dude? Harry Potter's a thug, and he's just throwing up the shocker.
I'm sorry, it was too good. It just popped up right now.
Yeah, that's
Um,
funny. Anyways, I'm just saying, so people like definitely don't believe everything you see on the internet, and people have the ability to go ahead
well,
and edit this shit. So, just saying. What were you gonna say?
no, I was gonna say you can believe a lot of the stuff on the internet,
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying don't believe everything. You definitely
especially
need to.
right here at the Hoof Hearted Podcast, where we wouldn't steer you wrong or jerk you off.
I'm definitely not gonna jerk you
That's,
off.
that's a pretty damn good slogan, man.
I mean, I don't want to be steering anybody. I want everybody to just make up their own mind. I mean, I had talked to somebody on Reddit and I said, "Hey man, why don't you check out the podcast?" And then he went ahead and read the description of our podcast. And I mean, the way he kind of
Fuck
took,
that.
huh?
He said, "Fuck that."
Pretty much, yeah. The way he took the description, and I guess maybe I need to change it, but he took it as we are a conspiracy podcast. And I don't think that we are, man. I think we are a podcast that just talks about random shit.
A little bit of racist.
A little racist, yeah. Unintentionally. At least on my part. I can't speak for you. But
Please don't.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I think that really like our number one thing, man, is just questioning. Like just question stuff, question everything, and then make your own decisions on stuff. Don't believe other people just because they say shit. Don't believe a doctor just because he's got a lab coat. Because don't believe anybody because they've got a stethoscope, like somebody on TikTok or somebody on YouTube, because they got a scrubs and a stethoscope. Because I see some of these people on YouTube, and
Might
then
get a finger up your butt.
huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Said you might get some fingers up your butt.
Yeah, you get fingers up your butt, definitely. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to feel your tailbone. No, you're not. No, you're not, pervert. Um, but dude, they are not doctors. There's no fucking way these
Yeah.
people. What are you,
Actually, since
Doogie
you bring
Howser?
that up, the TikTok thing, I
Yeah.
guess there's like TikTok veneer people. So they put like fake teeth on your teeth.
Uh huh.
So I don't know the fucking story, right? But they're doing it, and it's supposed to be like way discounted. So it goes from like 12,000 like regular price to like a $3,000 bill instead.
Uh-huh.
And these people are doing it. Well, it turns out they're getting their shit from Timu
Mm-hmm.
and putting like, I don't know what type of glue, but there was a video of one girl saying that like an hour after her mouth started burning,
Yeah.
and all she could do was rip off her the the fake teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's shit like that. So you're right. I mean, some people are just out to get you for a quick buck,
Yeah.
but
Don't.
not like us. Our
No. Yeah.
sponsors.
Yeah. 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 I mean, dude, just don't believe everything on the internet. Try to use some sort of like critical thinking or just, I don't know, think for yourself. Jesus Christ. Some people, man, like, yeah, just because you dress the part doesn't mean that you are the part. So you're not just because you see somebody who looks like a doctor does not mean that they're a doctor. They could be Dr. Pepper for all you know. Just, it's just crazy. It's crazy to me. But I don't even know. Fuck, dude, this was a whole rambling type of episode.
This should be a secret episode.
A secret episode? Fuck no, man.
Yeah.
This is going out next week.
God damn it.
Yeah. Nah,
All
dude.
right, massa.
What?
Nothing.
Anyways, yeah. So you've been listening to Hoof Hearted. Uh, yeah. I never did end up talking about like my trip. I don't really have much to talk about, but I'll throw it
There
in
wasn't
there.
any bum fights.
No bum fights. I didn't really go into
Damn.
I didn't go into to the city that much. I just went there for the baseball game. So, but I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it in the next episode. Do you want to talk about we're gonna talk about clones?
Next.
Yeah. Let's talk about clones next.
Yeah.
Yeah, since we are a conspiracy podcast, and again, I just want to say we are not a conspiracy podcast. We are a podcast that asks
Everything we speak is
questions.
the truth. We are a truth podcast. Truthseekers.org.
Yeah, truth seekers. No, we're not even truth seekers. We just question, right? Like that's all I want.
Question seekers.
Everybody question the things that you hear, question the things that you see, and then come to your own conclusion.
Question the things that you touch, feel, and are inside of.
That's gross. Is this a real pussy? No. It's a pocket pussy.
You were gonna say it's the podcast.
It's the podcast, yeah. This podcast feels like vagina. Okay. Anyways. Fucking crazy, dude. Crazy. Yeah, so that's all I want to say. Everybody, just come to your own conclusion on things. Listen to even if you're not like into like weird stuff, just listen to the podcast. Tell people about it. Be like, these motherfuckers are a little off. You should listen to them. They say stupid stuff and they think weird things. Like, the earth is flat. We haven't talked about the earth being flat, but
We do say it.
Yeah, we do say it. Yeah. I mean, we talk about Bigfoot and shit, but it's actually been a long time since we've done any like
I saw a
straight up
video recently that like apparently people are seeing Bigfoot in their houses.
in their houses.
Yeah.
Like what? Cooking breakfast?
Well, I mean, they think it's a bear.
Uh-huh.
They hear like the door open, they get mad, and then they hear the like footsteps, so they think it's a bear, right?
Uh-huh.
And then whenever they've gone to like see it, all they see is like a big, hairy ass dude,
Uh-huh.
and realize it's their gay uncle.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Yep. Yep. That I get that. I get that. I'm looking here. The last the last podcast that we ended up kind of going, the questionable route or questioning things was 73, who painted the pandas, and that was back
That was a
in
good episode.
yeah.
What? Did you say that was bad?
No,
Oh,
that was like in May 15th is when we put that out. So we haven't really gone into any of that crazy shit since May. And then before
you
that,
know
we
what?
talked Fallout.
Fuck, I need to fix my throat. Wait a minute.
What?
I don't want someone that doesn't like conspiracy podcasts listening to our shit anyway. Fuck that. How about that?
Yeah, why not?
Did you tell him I said that?
No, I didn't, because you didn't tell me that before. Like, I can't go
Well,
back in time and tell him. But I mean, I guess I could tell him now.
can if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't care. I'm
You'll,
sure he's
you'll
probably
fucking
blocked.
have to, dog. Holy shit.
What? I'm gonna have to?
Said you don't have to. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should.
My bad.
Maybe I should. I should be like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. Fuck you for having a closed-minded
Yeah, exactly.
closed-minded mind. You know, you know, and that's the thing. Like, we just want people with to listen to this podcast. We want people who have an open mind, who love to just think about things, and
And
want to.
sometimes crank your hog
Yep.
while listening.
Yeah, touching yourself. That's fine. Whatever. And then we want people to be,
Open
be
and
like,
honest about it.
huh?
What?
What?
Open and honest about it.
Oh yeah. I thought you said sending us pictures.
No.
Okay.
Well, no.
No, because I can't.
No,
I'm
none
not
of
gonna
that.
filter through that shit.
You have a filter?
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
I need
I
to get one of those.
I paid a guy. No, but yeah, just have an open mind and think for yourself. That's the only kind of people we want listening to the Hoof Hearted podcast, which is probably why we don't have a lot of people listening to the Hoof Hearted podcast, because there's a lot of people who can't think for themselves and can't use their brain. And yeah, and that's apparent every election year. I'm just saying. And I don't get political, but both of them fucking suck. And if you get mad at me because I don't vote, fuck you. So, sorry. I said it.
Hey, you may not vote, but you probably do vote. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Actually, I don't know what you're saying.
Don't.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Did you ever hear about one of the last election cycles? A bunch of dead people were
Oh,
voting.
dude, that's not the last election cycle. That is every fucking election.
I know. I'm
Every
just
election.
trying not to say the last
Yeah. No, man, it's
or
every
any specific year.
every
Dead
election.
people, and then my favorite thing was they were doing ballot harvesting, which it's legal. That's not a bad thing. Fucking create jobs, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But people were posting videos of themselves saying like, "Oh, we open this. If we see Trump, we toss him."
Yeah, I know. I remember seeing that.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah. But it is known that in the 60s, I can't remember what year, but JFK was elected president of the United States and one of the places he won was Illinois, and it is well known that there were plenty of dead people who voted for him in Chicago, which is why people believe that his family was connected to the mob. But of course, they were connected to the mob because his family were getting rich on bootlegging alcohol and other things. So, yeah, man, if you think that elections aren't rigged in the U.S., you're wrong. And if you think that elections haven't been are were rigged in the past, but not now, you're really fucking naive because they are rigged. And
I even remember, what was it? I'm sure Florida still has stuff, but during the 2001,
the hanging
I think,
chads,
huh?
the chads.
I don't remember chat. What? No, I just remember like the election, the ballot machines were like whenever you choose someone, it choose the other person.
Oh yeah,
and you couldn't change it.
The electronic ones, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, even when it was Bush and Al Gore, there were hanging chads. Basically, like the machine wasn't able to read the votes because you had to like poke a hole, and they were blaming it on the senior citizens in Florida, like not knowing how to poke a hole. And yeah, I mean it's whatever, dude. And Bush ended up winning Florida, and Florida's governor was George Bush's brother, so people thought it was all whatever, and I bet you it was. So I mean,
well,
yeah. It's just it's not, it's all, and then also too, it's a two-party system. You've got two people to vote for. You know, like that's fucking stupid. It's all dumb.
We want to talk about scams.
I don't know why I got on this tangent, man. We're talking.
I don't know either. But did you know that all but one president are related to each other?
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, that's the case.
Allegedly.
I mean, I haven't looked it up, but yeah. So there was a girl I remember who had. It
was Obama's niece.
I don't think it was her. No, that's the story. But this girl was, because everybody is related to everybody else. That's why.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. No,
ever since the first people.
Yeah. Since Adam and Steve. This girl, I had heard, the way I had heard it was, I had heard that it was some girl who was doing a school project, and she lived like in Fresno or something, somewhere in California. Yeah. And then, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I hear it one way, you hear it another way. So is it really real? I don't know. But I'm not going to I can't even follow my own family history, and I would love to. I don't know how I would ever be able to figure out the president's family history. All of the presidents. I don't know how. But
well, because you would think something of that caliber would be like documented.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
who knows? There's always that one guy that comes out of the Bronx,
What?
I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. Just like a fat hit.
There's one dude, the dude from Occult Rejects. He's from the Bronx.
Oh.
Yeah. I had him on the show, New York State of Mind. So if you guys want to hear that one, New York State of Mind was the episode. And
aliens. Fuck.
It was a good episode. It was an interview kind of a episode, more of a just me talking to a dude that I like listening to his podcast. It's the Occult Rejects. He gave me some stickers, dude. I'm going to post them up. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to go.
Nice.
Yeah, he printed out some stickers. I personally don't really think the sticker thing is a good idea. I do think that we should get some flyers, and we should just start giving them out and putting them up on lampposts and shit. It's cheaper. Yeah, but whatever. Anyways, I should get going, man. All right. Yeah. I'm going to play these horns, man. You ready?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. All right.
So what I was going to say at the end.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to talk clones.
No, I'm good.
We're talking clones next episode, right?
Clones. Is the gay to fuck yourself. Peace out.
Yeah. Not clowns. Clown call.
Or clown orgy.